We're out here going to do some pheasant hunting, and we're going to talk a little bit about where to look for those pheasants, because you got to find those birds to have a good pheasant hunt. Now, something else as the season goes on is you're going to want to think a little bit differently than all those other pheasant hunters. A lot of times us humans, we park in the same spot, we start working the field in the same direction, we hit the same parts of that field over and over. If you start thinking a little bit differently, that can mean the difference between success in seeing birds and just going for a nice walk. Now, one thing, like I said, maybe start a little bit differently at a different corner, work that cover in a different direction, maybe hit those spots that you've overlooked in the past. Make sure you got plenty of orange when you're out in the field as well. We don't have to camouflage ourselves from these pheasants. They know that we're coming. In fact, it's more about trying to use their defense mechanism and their strategies for getting away to your advantage. Now, some birds will just sit tight, hold, and hope that you walk past. That's where a good dog comes in handy. They might flush wild, but a lot of times they're not looking to fly. They're just looking to get around you and get away from danger. So a little bit of zigzag from time to time is good. Also, don't be shy. Stop. Even if you have a dog, but this works great for those that don't have a dog, just pause. Count to 20, count to 30. Make those birds lose track of where you are, and they might just flush, or they might hold a little tighter for you when you're getting close. Hold that gun a little bit tighter too as you're getting to the edge of the cover. That's one thing I'll always preach, especially later in the season. Push those birds out of the cover where they're going to want to either hide or run away from you to the edge where they don't feel safe. They feel exposed. They're going to hold tight. They might circle back around, and you're going to get your chance as well. So grip that shotgun extra tight when you get to those ends of the cover. If you see a little patch of grass that all looks the same, except maybe there's a little different color, yellow grass or something along those lines around the end, get ready. Pheasants key in on those differences as well. So should you. It gives them a spot to get an idea of where to land, where to move, and all that type of stuff, and it really is going to help you out quite a bit. When you're at a vehicle, be as quiet as you can. Pheasant hunting is an awful social time, but it's one of those things that those birds hear that, and they might start putting their defense mechanism and getaway strategies to use a little bit quicker than you want them. Now, some pheasant hunters like to do a block and drive technique, especially as you get later in the season. Those birds get a little bit wiser to just trying to walk up or sneak up on them. If you do that, and it can be productive, make sure that you're covering likely escape routes, and don't ever forget the blaze orange. You can never have too much of that. You want to be visible, especially up high on your head and your upper part of your body, their torso, where people can see you. Orange, again, you're not really sneaking up on them, but if you block off their escape routes, they might hold tighter or swing back around and get caught by one of the walkers. So real quick, again, some really basic strategies is one, be where the pheasants are, use the edges, and look for those changes in habitat where the cover ends, or maybe where it just changes to grass or to more cane or what have you. Grip your shotgun a little tighter there. When the birds start getting wild, think differently than other hunters, and that might include blocking. Wear plenty of orange, and don't forget, follow the dog.